Dallas is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's McGee in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Dallas, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3.
You know, guys, the Dallas Mavericks with the longest active sellout streak of any pro basketball team. You can put sellout in quotes because they actually give a lot of tickets away to schools and community service groups to make sure that building is full.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's James. It's rebounded by Porzingis. You know, Clark, the Mavericks making their games accessible to Dallas fans, much more concerned with the packed house and the revenue at the gate.
Yeah, and I like that philosophy, guys. I mean, building their future fan base, those fans will be around for a while, giving young people a chance to become Mavericks fans for life. And you start early, and it pays dividends down the road usually.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. You're much better off making him go to the line.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
Comparisons being drawn between Kristaps Porzingis and Dirk Nowitzki for their height and skill level, understandably so, and in many eyes, fitting that Porzingis is now a Dallas Maverick.
And both free throws good for Porzingis. And Clark, looking at those two players you just mentioned, Nowitzki 7 foot tall, Porzingis 7'3".
Yeah, you take a look at those guys, and the difference really, I think, is the athleticism of Porzingis. He moves a little better, he bounces a little higher, and as he's gotten stronger, I think center might be his natural position, whereas Dirk was really better suited to being a power forward.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Green, the pass to McGee. 6 to shoot. Caldwell Pope on the wing. And again, the Lakers no good. Dallas has come out of the gates quickly. Doncic feeling it out. With the teardrop, McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. James in the post. He's against Porzingis. Trying to get open as Davis. Yep, it counts.
The first bucket for this offense, 1 of 4 to start the game.
The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Green against Hardaway. He can't get that one, so the Lakers will take it the other way. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the game.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
And James no good on that one. Some guys check the league standings every day. Others try to avoid it. What was your approach when you played?
Hey, I didn't look at them much because we were a team that was struggling, Kevin. We were just trying to find our way to being competitive back in the early 80s with the Pacers. So I never got to the point where we were a team that was looking at the standings, Davey. And I avoided the papers pretty much throughout my career just because, to me, was a bit of a waste of energy and time. I had more things to focus on than where we were in the standings and what people might be saying and writing about us.
Here's Doncic following the basket by Anthony Davis. Porzingis, that's a 2. The Lakers with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the dunk by James.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And LeBron James, Clark, class season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And checking out Dallas, 5.5 games behind.
And when I look at Dallas, they were a team that no one knew quite what to make of entering the season. But as the year's gone on, it's become clear they're legit contenders.
Abundantly clear. I mean, they can compete with any team in the league, and I think they still have some upside, room for improvement.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so Green will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. Pass to LeBron. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Porzingis.
Well, he is going to the line, but that's not a bad play by the defense. I mean, you just can't let LeBron run free. I think you're always better off making him earn it at the line.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
And he knocks down the first one. And the bright lights of L.A., perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
Here's Finney-Smith, still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Now, here's Doncic. He's coming off a 31-point game against Brooklyn.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope after Luka Doncic's miss. Fades back, and James with the basket on the assist from Green. 10 points for LeBron. And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers' history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
First one falls for him. And when you see that step-back three, Clark, for Doncic, shades of James Harden, the way he gets that shot off.
And you know what? They say Luka's deceleration, hitting the brakes and stopping suddenly, is top-notch, just like James Harden's. So that's quite a compliment. A lot of that is footwork and balance, but I think his quickness, too, guys, has been a little bit underrated. This guy is a little better athlete than he gets credit for.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The #3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Hardaway against Green. Outside Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
That free throw good from Hardaway.
You know, for Tim Hardaway Jr., it's the family business. His dad was a pro and an outstanding one in his own right in the NBA. So Jr. knows exactly what it takes to excel at this level.
Justin Jackson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. The Lakers also with a sub. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Hardaway hits them both. And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those were things that I did pretty well.
Mavericks making a switch here. Lights checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. Bradley's checked in. Here's Doncic. And he overshot that one, missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Kuzma. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You know, body him up all you want. It doesn't bother Kyle Kuzma. He's got great competitive spirit and skill.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Rebounded by Howard.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here's Doncic. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen at you. He's averaging over 29 points a game. And the dunk by Powell.
And, you know, this is what Powell does best. Establishes himself deep inside and jams it home.
Here is Howard. No points in the game yet for him. Here's LeBron. Misses off the right iron. Mavericks trail by 6. Right down low. Covered by LeBron. And James picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Seth Curry comes in for Luka Doncic. Now here's Curry. Really played well against Brooklyn in his last outing. Hits the three-point bomb.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Here is Cook. Outside, Davis. Pass to Kuzma. Over Jackson. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by Davis. And the Lakers lead by 5.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And Wright kicks to Curry. He can't get that one to fall. Bradley with some nice D. Floats it up for Davis, and Davis throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Here's Porzingis following the basket by Anthony Davis. It's stolen by Davis. Here is Cook, guarded by Wright. Kuzma outside. Cranes the three-pointer. And now a 10-point Laker lead.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Dallas calls timeout. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis for a time. Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of Angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
Look now at a few years' worth of data. Some of the assist numbers under the microscope for Rondo.
The drop in his assists over the past few years have made him more of a one-dimensional player offensively. He needs to get that passing element back in his game, and that'll make life a lot more difficult for opposing defenses.
Here's Bradley. Again, the Lakers.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Here's Jackson following the score by Avery Bradley. And Davis sends it back. Puts it up from 17, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Kuzma's got 9.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Curry. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kleba, the pass to Wright. 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Davis with some nice D.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Kuzma against Jackson. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Curry. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Right against Kuzma, trying to get something going. And it's Wright missing. Lakers leading by 16. Bradley kicks to Kuzma. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. The three-pointer, no good. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Wright, the pass to Porzingis. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. From the arc. No good on that one. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up the controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Howard is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caruso in at shooting guard. He misses the free throw. Mark, do you think on average rookies are having a greater impact on their teams now than in decades past?
I really don't think so, Kevin. You can go back and look at the numbers historically. Every draft class usually has 6 to 10 rookies that have a significant impact on their respective teams. And of those 10, perhaps 10 or 12, maybe only a few are going to be on playoff teams just because of the nature of the draft. I don't really think that's changed tremendously over the decades.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Kristaps Porzingis. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging about 18 points per, 10 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
And that one misses. Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Lakers. Good on the second free throw. Los Angeles leading by 15. And the layup's good off the glass. Rondo's got his first bucket in this one.
If he's one thing, he's efficient in the paint. Rondo really good with the positioning there close to the basket.
Now here's Brunson. He's guarded close. Curry, good.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Now the pass to Caruso. Back to Rondo. Passes to Caruso. Outside Rondo. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from 12. And another basket for the Lakers.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
Porzingis can't hit. And Caruso's got the ball here for Los Angeles. 17-point lead, their biggest. Great D that time from Curry. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Brunson scanning the floor. And it's sent back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempts.
Davis, and finished off by Davis.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Outside Curry, knocked away. In the corner, it's Kleba. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Brunson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And we should take this time now to show you the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. These teams have been outstanding on the offensive glass this season. The Mavericks #1, the Lakers 2nd,
It's been a constant for both teams. The second chance opportunities,
Take a break.
they make the most out of every offensive rebound.
And he makes the first.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Porzingis, and Hardaway is subbed in for Jackson. The Lakers also changing it up. James comes in for Davis, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Kyle Kuzma. So he gets them both. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Now here's Rondo. Brunson covering. Howard kicks to Rondo. And it's blocked, and they'll keep possession. Howard dishes to LeBron. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Curry looking it over. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now here's Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Teardrop shot. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Boy, you look at Maximilian Kleber, the German native. I mean, this guy is a very capable shooter, but it's his defense that keeps him on the court. He's 6'11", but has quick feet, which allows him to defend multiple positions.
LeBron James.
Clark, you think of European players, it's usually the offensive end where they thrive, but Kleber is a versatile defensive stopper, too.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, this guy can shut you down because he moves his feet, he's strong, really keeps driving lanes from opening up on the perimeter, and his positioning and timing make him a good shot blocker, too.
Free throw good, James.
And, you know, when you've played over a decade and a half in the league, it's expected that you're going to slow down, but LeBron still going strong.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dwight Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber, and Doncic is subbed in for Curry. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. That one is no good. Clark, here's a simple one for you with the ball in his hands. Who is the fastest player you've seen in the NBA going end-to-end, baseline to baseline?
I think it's John Wall when he's healthy. I've not seen a guy with the ball get where he gets as fast as he does. And then after that, probably up-and-coming De'Aaron Fox.
Yes.
Russell Westbrook's in the conversation, too.
You know who's also pretty quick for his size? Ben Simmons. He gets going downhill.
Yeah, good call. Good call. You forget about him because of his size.
Right.
But you're right.
6'10".
Great call, Kevin.
The Lakers have shot 3 of 7 at the foul line.
The Lakers. LeBron James taking 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first one falls. The Lakers making a switch here. Green's checked in. Both free throws good from James. Clark, for a couple years now, the NBA has released the last 2 minutes report detailing missed calls in any game. Does it hurt the officials to have that information out there?
I don't think it hurts. It's not always comfortable, but I like the transparency of the move. I really do. I think when we're transparent about the human nature of what we do as broadcasters or referees or players or coaches, I think it makes for a better product. So I'm in favor of that.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 5. Powell finds Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Launches a 3. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, did a really good job of drawing foul after foul. Very physical and rugged in how they performed. And it paid off.
Doncic outside. Connects on the 17-footer. Doncic has got 7.
Taking exactly what the defense gives him, Doncic exploiting whatever he sees out there. Does a nice job seeing the game.
To the paint. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Back to James. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one. Mavericks trail by 21. And here's Brunson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Plays it up and banks it in. He's got 5.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Here's James. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers.
Story on Luka Doncic. He's been dominant over the last month, averaging around 26 points per, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Now here's Wright. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. Rondo with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Finney-Smith following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Hardaway for 3. That shot is off. Like 6 others he's attempted tonight, he has but 1 basket.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now here's Hardaway. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
You know, Hardaway Jr. has expanded his range over time, and now he's become a very confident shooter when he looks at it from behind the arc.
Rondo against Wright. Rondo passes to Caldwell Pope. McGee with it. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Rondo against Wright. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Outside Rondo. Caldwell Pope outside. No good on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Oh, and here we go. Green's got it, the fast break chance. Rondo with a clean look. And again, the Lakers no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A midseason tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment. Good report. Thank you so much. The free throw drops for Powell.
The length and mobility of Powell is really impressive. He's a solid big guy who I think continues just to get better at both ends.
Here is Cook. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Davis, and he gets it to go from the high post.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Jackson passes to Doncic. Back to Jackson. Pass to Powell. Dallas moving it around. Here's Doncic. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Lakers leading by 17. Here is Cook. James outside. Stolen by Jackson. Fast break, Dallas. Now, Wright, looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Clock at 6. Doncic kicks to Wright. And it's off from three-point range.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Bradley. The shot comes out. Nice D from Doncic. Now the Mavericks with it. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with his scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Porzingis is coming in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And the Lakers also making a change. Kuzma's checked in. James outside. Bradley dishes to LeBron. Kuzma against Jackson. The feed to Cook. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Boy, really solid passer at his position. Kuzma is all about doing what's best for the team.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
For Dallas, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Doncic.
Boy, Doncic plays with such an edge and attitude, and I think it endears him to his teammates and gives them confidence.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Wright. And the Lakers also making a change. Howard's checked in for LeBron. Both free throws good from Doncic. Here is Cook. 46 seconds left to play here in the half. Bradley against Curry. Bradley passes to Howard. Count that one. And the Lakers lead by 19.
You know, this is where Howard does the most damage. With his height and length and athleticism, how do you guard him inside?
Unloads from 13. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 10 points now just in this quarter. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Cook looking it over. The pass to Davis. The 15-footer, Howard. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Dwight Howard is a big, strong, active guy. Even when you hit him, he still is able to muscle through the contact.
He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And somehow it's...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Inside at the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Now here's Green. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Davis kicks to LeBron. Back to Davis. Outside for Caldwell Pope. That's in there. Davis with the assist. 8 points for Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
I think Caldwell Pope has done a nice job developing into a legit deep ball threat.
Passes it to Finney-Smith. Dishes it to Hardaway. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
That's his first personal foul.
Racking up the points down low. Well, that's exactly what these guys have done this season. Check out the top-scoring big men in the NBA. Anthony Davis is second.
You know, there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offensively. Face up or back to the basket, they can get it done.
Which is what makes that such an interesting collection of players for me. So much contrast in their methods, but success all around. It goes to show how many different ways there are to get it done in the post. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
The Mavericks shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Here's Doncic. And that one hits back iron.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And the Mavericks with possession here after the missed 3 from Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Dallas moving the ball around. A 3 from Porzingis. Rebounded by the Lakers. Green deciding where to go with it. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Tuesday, they'll host the New York Knicks.
And looking at the Mavericks matchup, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick'em game, depending on how they play.
And the first one at the line is good. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Now, here's Doncic. 13 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
And it's Davis with the jam.
15 in rebounding, just a powerful presence in the paint.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will, second best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Hardaway. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
LeBron dishes to McGee. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for Doncic. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Green. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him. McGee with the block. Here's Caruso.
Mavericks foul call. Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first personal foul.
For Los Angeles, they have not set the world on fire at the free throw line. They're just 6 of 12.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Rajon Rondo's checked in for JaVale McGee. He hits both from the stripe. Now here's Brunson. 5 points in the game. Here's the teardrop. It's hauled in by LeBron. LeBron's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Offensive rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. 8 points for him. Lays it up off the glass. Caldwell Pope's got 10.
I think it's important that Caldwell Pope makes these shots, showing real toughness, converting through contact.
Fade away, sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis. He has 7.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here is Davis. He's got 18. Pass to James. Lets the 3 fly. Nailed from three-point land.
For 3.
James has got 25 points in the game. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And here's Brunson. He's got 5. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Rondo. And it's the Lakers' ball. They're on a 17-4 run right now. And it's Davis missing. Maverick shooting just 31% in the game. Here's Hardaway. Caruso grabs the miss.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good from Finney-Smith.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Caruso, the pass to LeBron. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
The pass to Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Justin Jackson comes in for Porzingis. Curry's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's DeLon Wright in for Jalen Brunson. And here is Los Angeles now. Outside Bradley. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Cook's checked in. Here's Kleber. Curry is inside. Guarded by Bradley. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Lakers have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Kleber with the rebound. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Mavericks. And he uses the glass on the layup.
It helps when Seth Curry is on the attack. He wants to get as close to the rim as possible.
LA has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Howard with it. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Lakers passing it around. Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Right outside. Here's Curry, and it's sent back by Howard. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
Dallas ball.
Dallas making a switch here. Marjanovic is checked in.
Marjanovic.
Curry on the wing. Guarded by Bradley. Clock at 4. Curry can't get it to go.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Cook, good. Cook's got his second basket.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Now Curry. Out to the wing. Wright, left side. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Wright's got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Cook, the pass to LeBron. Back to Cook. Beyond the arc. Kleber with the rebound. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Bradley against Curry. Here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his second personal foul.
Okay.
Shots.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
First one falls for him. Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks. And so Wright nails both of them. Los Angeles has got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. And the shot is good. 30 points for LeBron.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Doncic outside. Back to Wright. Shot clock at 5. Doncic outside. It's good from long range. Doncic has got 16 points.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Now, here's Bradley. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Dallas has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. One thing about Kyle Kuzma, Clark, he's not a ball stopper. When he touches the ball, he is shooting it.
I would not disagree with you there, guys. He is fearless looking for a shot. He hunts his shot aggressively, and he's very efficient. He doesn't need a lot of dribbles, but the one thing I like about him is that he doesn't hold on to that ball long. He's going to make a quick, decisive move or get it out of his hands.
Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. .110 left in the third. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
That's his first personal foul.
One shot.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Here is Cook. Passes it to Bradley. There's 57 seconds left in the third. That one doesn't drop. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 16-6 run. Got a piece of it. Jackson. Great D that time from Green. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Pass to Kuzma. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 5 assists in the game.
Boy, that's exactly the kind of strength Kuzma has to show, guys. I mean, take that contact, expect it, and still be able to convert. You've got to do that at this level.
Los Angeles has got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Here is Cook, out left to the wing. Here's the floater, and Kuzma puts it in. Kuzma's got 17.
Boy, I tell you, he's so good at scoring in a lot of different ways. Kuzma enjoys showing off the full repertoire of his game.
And so it's Los Angeles, out there all by themselves. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth, they've got Kyle Kuzma. JaVale McGee is out there with Jared Dudley. Then there's Bradley, and it's Cook in at the 1. Barea with a wide-open look. The three-pointer is right on target. Barea's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Mavs. Here is Cook. Clark, the two-way contract, a relatively new invention that gives players time in both the G League and the NBA.
I love it, Kevin, because it's another pathway for those aspiring to be NBA players to have a legitimate shot to make their dream come true. The G League is just a notch below the NBA in terms of overall talent. And so I love the fact that players who desire to be pros can have a pathway to get to the NBA by being part of the G League as well.
And these G League players are having an impact, aren't they? They're making a difference on a lot of teams.
40% of the players in the league have spent some time in the G League, so it speaks to the impact the G League has on the NBA.
At the line for two.
Shooting two.
No good on the free throw. The Lakers making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. And he sinks the second. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Barea kicks to Curry. Pass to Kleba. He dishes it to Lee. 5 to shoot. And here's Barea outside. And he's good on the three ball.
And, you know, Barea is a fairly consistent three-point threat. You can't sleep on him out there.
Here is Cook. Regarding super teams, Clark, you and I have talked a lot about this. Many fans view them in a negative light, but they're actually something we've seen around in this game for a long time.
Yeah, you're right. So often we become prisoners of the present and we forget about what transpired in the past, but the Celtics in the 60s were as dominant as any team in the history of the game. The Lakers in the 80s, the Bulls in the 90s. But I guess fans have a complaint because they feel those teams came together more organically compared to what seems to be a movement by free agents that has led to dominant championship teams, although the Warriors pretty much have built their championship team through the draft. After hitting 1-3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. The shot's good from Kuzma. Kuzma's got 19 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Seth Curry. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Quinn Cook. Los Angeles on D. Kleba kicks to Lee. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Well, so smooth and comfortable, which is the key, guys, in running the pick and roll, is Courtney Lee. Good basketball IQ, too.
Barea against Rondo. Caldwell Pope outside. Good on the three-point shot.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And, Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Barea, the pass to Brunson. 4 on the clock. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
The last couple of years, Clark, we've seen a couple of Hall of Fame level players go on these farewell tours on their final year in the NBA. What a great way for fans of opposing teams to honor these terrific stars.
You know, I was a little bit mixed on how I felt about the farewell tours, but these two were handled so beautifully, and there have been others that have been handled great. It gives the fans an opportunity to express their feelings for some of the greats in the game, and that's heartwarming for all of us, I think.
Yeah, you and I were just talking about the way Kobe and Wade were terrific in their tours. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. And Caldwell-Pope drops them both.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, his defensive quickness sets him apart.
Now here's Barea. Brunson kicks to Barea. Floats one, and it's good on the layup.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Now here's Caldwell-Pope. Brunson covering. Good work there as it goes. 20 points for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Barea, the pass to Kleba. Barea against Rondo. There's the pass to Lee. 6 to shoot. Here's Marjanovic. Count that bucket.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
And here's McGee. Caldwell-Pope outside. Over Lee. Here's McGee. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And a sharp pass to set up that high-percentage shot in close.
Rondo passes to McGee. Fans are always trying to distract opposing players during free throws. Have you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans, Kevin, quite honestly. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans have gone crazy behind the basket. It's because he shot it left or right or short or long. It's not because of the fans being on top of him, at least in my opinion.
Right. Caldwell-Pope on the wing. Brunson covering. Fast break, Dallas. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. McGee's shot is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Back to Brunson. Kicks it to Barea. And Rondo sends it back.
Oh, you forget sometimes how much of an impact Rondo can have defensively there, showing off some superb vertical as he goes up for the block.
Caruso, the pass to McGee. Can they get it? The shot misses, and the Mavericks going the other way now.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Lee goes in, rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Caruso. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
For a while now, you and I were just talking, we've had a rule that a team cannot go without a first-round pick in consecutive years. Could it be time to lift that restriction?
I certainly wouldn't mind discussing lifting the restriction, but I like it as it is on the books because it does lend itself, I think, to competitive balance, and that's important in the strength of a league.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Mavericks. Passes it to Finney-Smith. And here is Lee. It's intercepted. Here's Caruso. Feeds it to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Really, really hard to keep Howard out of the paint. I mean, once he gets the position he wants, he's going to look to throw it down.
Barea looking over the floor. Pass to Finney-Smith. Takes the three. Rebounded by Dudley.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Barea against Rondo. Pass to Howard. Back to Rondo. It's blocked. And here we go. Fast break. Barea's got it. Here's Lee. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball, unable to help them close this gap.
And it goes down 2 points.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you, always has his head on a swivel.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Marjanovic. Back to Barea. Dallas moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Finney-Smith. That one's off. Still out of sync. Los Angeles has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Alex Caruso. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Dallas has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Now here's Wright. He's covered by Daniels. The pass to Lee. And stolen by Kuzma. Here is Cook. Dudley with it. Passes to Howard. Shoots over Marjanovic. And there's Howard. That's good on the assist by Dudley. Howard's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Barea kicks to Wright. Back to Barea. Over Cook. A nice shot by Barea.
Barea's jump shot is usually right on point. When he gets room to shoot, he's able to pull that trigger fast.
Kuzma outside. .133 left in the 4th. Lee with the steal.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Anthony Davis.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in, Kevin. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
That free throw missing.
You know, I look at Courtney Lee and I think of valutility. He's a guy who's a veteran, but he brings great value and he's useful in a lot of different ways. And more importantly, he holds things together for a team in the locker room.
Dallas making a switch here. Kleba's checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. McGee's checked in. Good on the second free throw.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Hey, you know, guys, McGee has won back-to-back titles with the Warriors. You know, that's not too bad for a journeyman.
Shooting for Los Angeles, JaVale McGee. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. There's 37 seconds left in the game. Lee dishes to Barea. Pass to Kleba. Back to Barea. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Rajon Rondo.
.15 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now Daniels. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David